So the first video is management functions. The four functions of management, planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, are essential for effectively getting work done through others. Planning involves setting goals and determining how to achieve them. Organizing focuses on deciding where decisions will be made, assigning tasks, and establishing relationships within the company. Leading is about inspiring and motivating employees to work towards their organization's goals. Controlling involves monitoring progress and making adjustments to ensure goals are met. These functions are critical to starting, growing, and sustaining a successful business, which is good management. Types of managers. Types of supervisors management positions differ greatly according to organizational level. CEOs and CUOs are examples of top managers who oversee the company's overall strategy. Managers in the middle, such divisional or regional managers, are in charge of particular departments or tasks. First-line managers who oversee entry-level workers who generate the goods and services for the organization. This includes office or shift supervisors. A more recent position called team leader helps self-managing teams function without an official manager. Every manager organizes, leads, and controls, but the daily responsibilities that they carry out differ substantially based on what they are in the organization. Manager roles. Managers play a variety of roles on a daily basis. Even though they plan, organize, lead, and govern, these responsibilities include communicating with others, obtaining and disseminating knowledge, and making choices. Managers specifically perform interpersonal duties like liaison, leader, and figurehead. They carry out ceremonial tasks as figureheads, inspire and establish objectives as leaders, and engage with those outside of their teams as liaisons. The practical framework for doing the essential roles and sub-roles. Although managers plan, organize, lead, and control, their everyday actions are centered around these roles. These responsibilities include communicating with others, obtaining and disseminating knowledge, and making choices. Managers specifically perform interpersonal duties like liaison, leader, and figurehead. They carry out ceremonial tasks as figureheads. Management skills. Effective managers possess technical, human, and conceptual skills along with a strong motivation to manage. Technical skills crucial for lower level managers and team leaders involve specialized knowledge and techniques. Human skills, essential at all levels, enable managers to work well with others, communicate effectively, and understand diverse perspectives. Conceptual skills allow managers to see the organization holistically and understand its relationship with the external environment. Additionally, motivation to manage is key, reflecting a manager's drive to lead, assert, and handle visible and administrative responsibilities. Without these skills, even the most intelligent employees may struggle as managers. Manager mistakes. Understanding what not to do is crucial for effective management. Common mistakes include being insensitive, cold, or arrogant, betraying trust, and focusing too much on personal ambition or office politics. Other pitfalls are poor delegation, ineffective team building, and an inability to think strategically or adapt to different leadership styles. Some managers also become too reliant on a mentor or advocate. The best managers learn from their own mistakes, those of others, using these lessons to improve their leadership. Management practices. While business trends come and go, the importance of good people and strong management remains constant for long-term success. Companies that invest in their employees create lasting competitive advantages that are hard to replicate. Employment security is a key commitment to workers, and it's crucial for companies to recruit and retain top talent. Self-managed teams, high wages, and continuous training reflect a company's dedication to its people. Treating all employees as equal and sharing vital information empowers them to make decisions that benefit the company's future. Ultimately, great management practices are central to sustaining a competitive edge. The origin of management. The idea of a profession in management is relatively new. It has only been around for 125 years. There was no official study of management in business education prior to the late 80s, with an emphasis on fundamental skills like bookkeeping. The necessity for managers became evident as firms become more complex, and as a result, management evolved into a critical function in the business sector. The area of management is well established today, with a wealth of resources for research and reference. The need for managers became more evident as organization became more complicated, which led to the creation of management as a crucial part of the business world. Today, management is a well-established field with extensive resources available for study and reference. Scientific management. Before 1880, business education focused on basic bookkeeping and secretarial skills. With no formal study or literature on management, this changed with the advent of scientific management pioneered by Frederick W. Taylor. Often called the father of this approach, Taylor's method emphasized finding the most efficient way to complete a job through systematic study, which he described as 75% science and 25% common sense. Taylor's scientific management was based on four key principles. 1. Develop a scientific approach for each task. 2. Scientifically select, train, and develop workers to maximize their potential. 3. Cooperate with employees to ensure the scientific methods are implemented. 4. Divide work and responsibility equally between management and workers. Taylor believed these principles could determine a fair day's work, ensuring that employees were paid fairly for consistent, efficient output, ultimately aligning the interests of both management and workers. Gilbert Motion Studies. Frank and William Gilbert were pioneers in the field of management, particularly known for their work on motion studies, which sought to break down tasks into their constituent motions and eliminate inefficiencies. This approach aimed to streamline work processes, enhance productivity, and reduce physical strain on workers. Frank's initial interest in these areas stemmed from his observation as an apprentice bricklayer, where he identified varying techniques used by bricklayers and sought to determine the most efficient method. Lillian Gilbert made significant contributions as well, particularly in industrial psychology. She was a trailblazer as the first woman to earn a PhD in this field and as the first female member of both the Society of Industrial Engineers and the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. After Frank's death in 1924, Lillian continued their work, further advancing the field of management and making last contributions to the employment of disabled workers and industrial psychology. Gantt charts. Henry Gantt, a protege and associate of Frederick W. Taylor, is renowned for creating the Gantt chart, a tool that visually represents project and task timelines. This chart was groundbreaking for its detailed planning capabilities, showing tasks on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. Gantt also contributed to management through pay-for-performance plans and worker training and development. Modern Gantt charts are display task dependencies and current progress.